This is the ZNS Network, providing radio and high-definition television services for the entire Bahamas. ZNS Network is operated by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. It is located at Harcourt Rusty Bethel Drive, Centerville, Nassau. Our programming is designed to inform, educate, and entertain. We invite you to join us.
The following is a preamble of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Whereas 481 years ago, the rediscovery of this family of islands, rocks and keys, heralded the rebirth of the New World. And whereas the people of this family of islands, recognizing that the preservation of their freedom will be guaranteed by a national commitment to self-discipline, industry, loyalty, unity, and an abiding respect for Christian values and the rule of law. Now, know we therefore, we the inheritors of, and successors to this family of islands, recognizing the supremacy of God and believing in the fundamental rights and freedoms of the individual, do hereby proclaim in solemn praise the establishment of a free and democratic sovereign nation, founded on spiritual values, and in which no man, woman, or child shall ever be slave or bondsman to anyone, or their labor exploited, or their lives frustrated by deprivation, and do hereby provide by these articles for the indivisible unity and creation under God of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
It's Friday, August 20th, 2021, and the morning edition is live. On today's show, election fever is in the air. The COVID-19 death toll continues to soar. Industrial action taking place at Bahamas Power and Light. And we're celebrating a special anniversary. So let's start the morning off right. It were easier but better. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning edition. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And I'm Desmond Saunders. Beautiful Friday. Friday is here.
Friday is definitely here. The weekend is definitely here.
Weekend is here. We had a busy week.
Yeah,
a whole lot has been going on.
Yeah.
And a busy news day yesterday. Election fever is in the air.
Definitely in the air.
And the Prime Minister outlined and actually gave the date for elections. And of course, we had the dissolution of Parliament. So a whole lot is happening. It's going to be an interesting next several weeks.
So are you ready?
I'm ready.
You know, we're going to be in the thick of things come September 16th.
Yes.
I saw yesterday that there were a number of motorcades going on around the capital.
Motorcades,
wow.
everything. Yeah. People are just excited, and it's part of democracy.
Yeah.
So we have to respect the process. But like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how things turn out. The registration process, as you would imagine, has been closed for right now. And
so if you didn't get to register, you have to wait another 5 years before you can vote. So
yeah. So there's going to be a whole lot of debate, crisscrossing on a number of issues politically, but like I said, it's part of democracy, and we'll see how things pans out. And for us, we're going to be on the ground.
Yeah, and in this COVID environment, so it's kind of new to us in this particular environment. So we'll see what happens.
Right. Well, it's going to be interesting because we have a violinist on the show, and we have some other great features. So,
Chalcony Summer Festival, if you want to unwind for the weekend, you can get to Chalcony Summer Festival. Yeah,
that's
so I know
pretty
you have
good.
I know you have a trivia.
Yes, we definitely have a trivia, and the lucky person who calls in gets a prize. They have this raincoat, but here's the trivia for you. The question: what country has the second largest population in the world? I know you're smart.
I have the answer, but I don't want to give it out just yet.
So if you have the answer, you want to call in 502-3870. Which country has the second largest population in the world? So in just a few minutes, the phone lines are going to be there. The phone lines are ringing already. So definitely be a part of that trivia, and you can win this here from Janae's, all right? Right now, we're going to switch to traffic. A lot happening on the streets. Constable Patrick Dean Jr. joining us. What's going on, Patrick? Or Prince?
Pleasant good morning, Bahamas. I'm Officer Constable Prince Dean Jr. from the Royal Bahamas Police Force, bringing you the morning traffic update. Over the 24-hour period, we have had 7 traffic accidents, 3 of which were damage only, 4 where persons were injured. At this time, we have 9 persons hospitalized reference to these traffic accidents. Behind me, you would see the junction of East Street and Soldier Road at this time, where the traffic light, where frequent accidents happen in this area. We have persons who tend to disobey the law, the traffic laws, and run the traffic light. We advise you that that's a no-no. You will be ticketed for that. We have a lot of distracted drivers in this area, persons who tend to use their cell phone while operating their motor vehicle. That is a no-no. We're trying to limit these traffic accidents by dealing with these personal issues with these persons where they tend to offend the law on a regular. We have prolific offenders. We are telling you now that it's a no-no. We are going to deal with this matter strictly. Enforce the law. Traffic laws are the laws. So, however, I want drivers to know that driving is a privilege, not a right. Thank you, Bahamas.
All right, that was Constable Prince Dean Jr. with the traffic forecast. The traffic. Now we're going to go to the weather. Currently in the capital, 77 degrees, sunny skies, winds, and there you see the humidity level, 88 degrees, and the pressure, 29.98. Currently on the outside, high pressure is dominating the weather across the Bahamas, while Tropical Cyclone Henry pushes shower activity, and she swells throughout the archipelago. Mariners should remain vigilant due to the threat of waterspout activity in or near showers or thunderstorms. Swimmers and beachgoers should exercise caution along north and northeasterly beaches in rough surf and potential rip currents in sea swells. Residents are advised to limit outdoor activities and remain hydrated due to triple-digit heat indices. All areas partly sunny, hot, and humid with isolated showers and thunderstorms, becoming fair and warm with isolated showers tonight. Small craft should exercise caution. Winds are light and variable in the Northwest Islands, east to southeast, 10 to 15 knots in the Central Islands, and easterly 15 to 20 knots in the Southeast Bahamas. Seas less than 3 feet in the Northwest, 2 to 4 feet in the Central Islands, and 4 to 6 feet in the Southeast Bahamas. Seas building up to 7 feet along north and northeasterly shores. Daytime high 91 degrees Fahrenheit, 33 degrees Celsius. In our extended forecast there for you, Saturday, partly sunny with a shower, 90 degrees, and Sunday, a shower in the AM, breezy conditions with 91 degrees.
After reading a proclamation on Wednesday to prorogue Parliament, Provost Marshal Commissioner Paul Roll was back on the steps of the House of Assembly once again on Thursday to read another proclamation.
Parliament of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas stands dissolved from the 19th day of August 2021. And whereas it is provided by Article 65 of the Constitution that each session of Parliament shall be held at such place and commence at such time as the Governor-General may by proclamation appoint. Now, therefore, I, Cornelius A. Smith, Governor-General of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, acting in accordance with the advice of the Prime Minister, do hereby proclaim that the next session of Parliament shall be held in the city of Nassau in the island of New Providence on the 6th day of October 2021.
About an hour after that, Prime Minister the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis held a national address, and after months of rumors about an early election, a date was set.
Your next government will have to make important decisions on rebuilding and renewing a post-COVID-19 Bahamas. A new mandate is needed to ensure that a government is in place to do this difficult work over the long term as we are reaching a critical turning point in the pandemic. I have advised the Governor-General to issue the writs of election, which will be held on Thursday, the 16th of September, 2021.
The death toll continuing to rise as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Ministry of Health's latest release confirming 14 people have lost their lives as a result of the pandemic, 11 from New Providence and 3 from Abaco. The deaths were reported between August 13th and August 17th and ranged between the ages of 33 and 84. There are also 114 new cases of the virus, 99 in New Providence, 9 in Grand Bahama, 2 apiece in Abaco and Exuma, and 1 each in Eleuthera and Andros, for a total of 16,962. 2 previous cases in the Berry Islands have been reclassified and now added to New Providence. 15 of those individuals from New Providence, along with the case in Exuma, have a history of travel within the past 14 days. 48 of the new cases are male, 64 are female, with the 2 unknown. Hospitalizations are up to 149, but intensive care unit patients are down to 16. 2,961 cases remain active. There have been 74 new recoveries, bringing that number to 13,539. An additional 3 deaths also being reported. An 84-year-old female of New Providence who died on August 9th, an 89-year-old female of New Providence who died on August 14th, and a 43-year-old male of Exuma who died on August 15th. The COVID-19 death toll now stands at 316. A new emergency order for Abaco in North, South, and Central Andros has come into effect. Those islands are now under an 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew. The amended emergency orders further notes that starting September 3rd through November 1st, a cruise ship will not be able to enter a port in the Bahamas unless a captain or a master of a cruise ship submits a manifest to the port medical officer disclosing the vaccination status of all passengers before arriving at the port, and that all passengers 12 years and older are fully vaccinated and all healthcare protocols are adhered to. 38,400 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine are now in country. The vaccines, which arrived on Thursday, is another donation from the United States government.
We anticipate we would have put out a schedule for the Pfizer, and we will be then now looking at how we could begin to incorporate the Johnson & Johnson into the rollout. We will then begin likely to use the Johnson & Johnson on Family Islands as well, in part because it's a one shot, and that makes it much easier for us to cover the family of islands. And we have many islands to go to, so if we are able to do one shot on a particular island and we're done, that makes it much easier for us.
Meantime, the rollout of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine is underway. Vaccinations for the general public began at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gymnasium on Thursday morning, and there's optimism that the turnout of children at Monday's pilot will reflect an uptick in overall vaccination numbers.
150 showed up, and 45 of them were children. That's a large number. For a pilot, we weren't anticipating that, but that's good. And we want the school population to take advantage of it. And what we find that the parents who are vaccinated, they're the ones who bring their children. When the parents who are not vaccinated bring their children, have the vaccination same day.
A sick out across the public health care system continues. Responding to the dire situation, Health Minister the Honorable Renwood Wells says that at the moment, just one union continues to take action.
The other unions, both the nurses and the doctors, the junior doctors and the consultant physician unions, we're talking with them as well. We've also hired some 65 RN nurses. We have some 20 plus TCN nurses that we've brought into the system. And in addition to that, we have another 40 nurses who have just come out of the University of the Bahamas nursing program, who is now a part of the Department of Public Health. We've also brought in some, probably about 15 new porters to be able to assist on the side of the support staff inside the Department of Public Health as well as PMH.
Industrial unrest heating up at the Bahamas Power and Light, scores turning out in the heat on Thursday expressing discontent over a number of issues. BPL issued a statement acknowledging the illegal industrial action taken by members of the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union. The statement also informed BPL customers that as a result of the current situation, they cannot guarantee that uninterrupted power supply contingency plans would be in place, particularly during this time of great public health need in this country.
What a performance on Thursday from Rima Atabor at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships in Kenya. She finished just off the podium in 4th place. Her throw of 180 feet, 8.5 inches was a new junior national record that eased her old mark of 177 feet, 9.5 inches set earlier this year. Well, now competition for today is already underway. Antoine Andrews was out first in the heats of the men's 110-meter hurdles. He crossed the line 6 in 14.08 seconds and did not advance. While Alexis Tilford Rutherford was also in competition in the qualifying round of the women's long jump. Her best jump was just over 18 feet. It was not good enough to move on. And the final event of the morning session was the 200 meters. Camille Rutherford ran out of her heat and finished second in 23.62 seconds and advanced to the semifinals later today. Well, the news not so good for Laconthea Cooper. She was disqualified, running out of heat 5, ending any chance she had to move on. On the men's side, both Bahamians are moving on to the semifinals later today. Wendell Miller won his opening round heat in 20.72 seconds. Wow, that's interesting. Carlos Brown was also an automatic qualifier, finishing 3rd in his heat. He ran a personal best time, going under the 21-second barrier for the first time, clocking 20.99 seconds. Now, in addition to the 200-meter semifinals later today, will be the final of the men's javelin. National record holder Keyshawn Strawn will look to bring home the first medal for the Bahamas, and we're all looking forward to that.
Stay close. We've got more right after this. You're watching The Morning Edition.
Activate your power with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card.
Everything is changing, and your favorite hardware and home improvement store is getting with the program. We Buy You Sell is rolling out its new online shopping feature. If you go to our website, wbusbahamas.com, it's a quick and easy 3-step process. Step 1, browse the gallery and select your item. Step 2, add to cart. And Step 3, check out. Go to our website, wbusbahamas.com, to shop with us today.
Activate your power with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card.
The Bahamas Ministry of Tourism and Aviation is hosting its 2nd virtual Junkanoo Summer Festival. It features all things Bahamian, sharing generational knowledge on customs and traditions, Bahamian delicacies, and enlightening viewers on the art and history of Junkanoo. This morning, we are joined by Charity Umbrister, Director of Events Management at the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism. Charity Umbrister, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So, Mrs. Umbrister, talk to us a little bit about the history of Junkanoo Summer Festival and when did it all start?
Well, before it was Junkanoo Summer Festival, you might recall it was called Junkanoo in June. But of course, it expanded for other months in the summer. And in 2006, it was rebranded as Junkanoo Summer Festival. And so we were able to host it whether in July or August and expand the time or be more flexible for the event.
And what can viewers expect from this year's Junkanoo Summer Festival?
Well, this year we have a really action-packed virtual Junkanoo Summer Festival. Last year, we did a number of competitions and documentaries, etc. And this year, we thought we wanted to make it come alive a little bit more, to make it feel more of in person, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
And so we have live entertainment with the bands, as opposed to going with a DJ. And so we were able to go into the studio with our chef, our mixologist, live bands, fire dancer, limbo dancer, plaiting of the straw, and bush peas demonstrations. So we have an array of activities for the public. And there's no Junkanoo Summer Festival, of course, without Junkanoo. And to give the public a little bit more and to be able to interact, we have competitions. So last week with the first Junkanoo Summer Festival, we had the 5-man Junkanoo combo, and persons were able to go online and vote. And this coming up week, we would have the king and queen, well, actually the king. And so we're inviting people to go to bahamas.com/events/Junkanoo and vote for your favorite Junkanoo king. And then the final week, we have a competition of the headpiece.
Answer those questions.
We have the competition of the headpiece. And of course, we have the rush out to close it out with 2 all-star Junkanoo groups. We wanted to include as many groups and Junkanoos as possible, whether you were the Valley Saxons, One Family Roots, music makers. And so we were so pleased that we were able to get approval to actually shoot it live. And so there you have it. We want you to tune in and watch it at 7 p.m. on Saturday. You go to Tourism Today Bahamas Facebook page, and to vote, it's bahamas.com.
Charity and Brista, thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Edition, and all the best to you and your team for Junkanoo Summer Festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And as we head to the break, we take a look back at today in Bahamian history. On August 20th, 1953, the Licensing Authority approved an application by Bahamas distillers to distill gin in Nassau. Also on August 20th, 1960, sisters from Iowa and the Order of St. Francis arrived in the Bahamas to open a school in Grand Bahama, which was later named Mary Star of the Seas.
Activate your power with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card.
Getting your kids back to school is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Omni Financial. Receive up to $3,000 in 48 hours at reduced fees with Omni Flash Cash. Pick up those back-to-school supplies with any of our financing partners or send money worldwide to any of our 4 remittance brands with Omni Money Transfers. Visit any of our Omni locations throughout the Bahamas. Omni Financial for all your back-to-school financial needs and more.
Activate your power with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card.
Special anniversary will be celebrated this weekend. Here's Charles Fisher.
Hailing from Sims, Long Island, 94-year-old Reverend Urban and 89-year-old Alma Knowles have not only been blessed to live this long, but August 21st they would be celebrating their 71st wedding anniversary, having tied the knot back in 1950.
I was invited from here, take some of my cousin, and get over there with her children, and we all get together. And finally, I met Maria and decided to get engaged. But at that time, it's not like today. I didn't have to write the house. And the parents came together and they decided or agreed for us to marry.
Worshippers at Beulah Baptist Church, Mr. Knowles is also a justice of the peace, and peace and knowing one another is a reason they've been together for so long.
Everybody know, the world know, people tried to break you up, but they couldn't do that. Right. Being to the test, but we just stick close to them, brother and sister.
So who would you say is responsible for keeping this marriage going?
If you love something, you would take care of it. You won't try to damage it or mistreat it. If you love something, you would care it.
Just love it. Love one another. If you love one another, you will be together and you could understand one another.
That's right.
But if you ain't no loving and crazy in it, it's dead.
When we got together, we decided sit down and we discuss to see what you like from what I don't like, or what I dislike and what you dislike, and we build on that foundation.
This union has been blessed with 8 children, 4 boys, 4 girls, 23 grand, 17 great-grand, and 1 great-great-grand. And their advice for younger couples?
If you decide to make life, you have to get together and agree with one another. You can't disagree, and one disagree and the other agree. That would be pulling against each other. So in order to achieve anything, you got to learn to work together.
Activate your power with the new ScotiaCard MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card. Activate your power with the new ScotiaCard MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card.
Well, it's our favorite time of the show, Entertainment Friday, and this morning we are joined by a special guest, violinist J. Don Haley. J. Don, welcome to the Morning Edition. So, J. Don, talk to me a little bit about how did you get, I guess, involved in playing the violin?
Well, I started in the 3rd grade at St. Francis and Joseph Primary School with my music teacher at the time, Miss Major. And then I was invited to join String City Violinists of the Bahamas, where I began my musical journey.
And you're only 13 years old. Are you part of, I know you said that you were part of an organization. Tell me a little bit about your participation in that organization.
Well, I'm a part of String City Violinists, an orchestra for children. And we play to advance weddings, funerals, and then we also do many concerts, like in the Christmas time and in the summertime.
And what are you playing for us this morning?
Today I'm playing Ring Play Medley, and in it, it has Brown Girl in the Ring, the song.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jadon Haley.
Great stuff.
Awesome, awesome. She's just 13 years old, a bit shy, but you know, this is possibly
some great work.
Yeah,
well,
awesome.
we got the answer for our trivia, and the trivia was which country has the second largest population in the world? The answer, India, and Kevanya Smith is the lucky winner of the raincoat just in time for school.
So you're gonna dress up for back to school soon? Or are you gonna?
Yeah,
you're gonna wait and see how we're gonna get a little thing on.
Get a little thing together so the audience can expect a surprise. Charles is back on Monday.
On Monday.
So it's been fun hanging out right here on the set.
Yes, it's been doing an awesome job.
Yeah,
awesome
thank you
job
very
this
much.
week. Thank you. And be sure to stay tuned into the ZNS Network for news as it happens, TV and radio updates throughout the day. Then you can tune into the Northern Edition at 6:30 and the Bahamas Tonight at 7. And that's a wrap for us this morning for the entire team.
I'm Desmond. Have a great weekend. See you back on Monday.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, your world leader in optics since 1917. Welcome to another episode of Nikon's Birding Adventures TV. We've just got off the plane on Andros Island, one of the largest islands in the Bahamian chain of islands. On this episode, we're going in quest of some very special birds. Piping plovers, great lizard cuckoos, and our golden bird for this episode, the very rare and critically endangered endemic bird, the Bahama oriole. Let's go birding.